And I'm gonna give a couple websites to look for properties on. And then second, I'm going to give you a few property management companies I would recommend calling. And then lastly, if you're looking for new construction, some of the best ways to find properties right now are actually Hey friends, Dan Jerseth here. Hope you guys are doing great. And today I'm making a video on how the best way to find a rental property around Eau Claire. What I've come to find out by making these YouTube videos is that a lot of people are looking for rental properties, especially if you guys are moving from out of state to this area. Maybe the best option for you is to actually rent a property. And since I don't do rental properties, I figured I'd make a video on how the best way to do it, since it seems like a lot of people are struggling with this and I keep getting reached out to about that, and I can't really help you guys out the best because I am a real estate agent. So if you're looking to buy a house, I'd be the best guy to reach out to. In fact, we help hundreds of people every year buy properties around Eau Claire and surrounding areas, so Chippewa Falls, Lake Hallie, Altoona, Menominee. If you're looking at any of those areas to buy, make sure you reach out to us. Send me a message on YouTube or send me a text message. I post my phone number in the description below, so if you are looking for me, or add me on Instagram. It's just my first and last name, Dan Jerseth, and that's the best way. And so anywho, the reason why I'm posting this video is because people are reaching out to me, like I said, about rental properties, and it really is difficult finding rental properties in this environment we have right now. It doesn't mean it's impossible to find housing. We find properties somehow. Personally, I'm well connected in the area, so when somebody reaches out to me from outside of this area, you have to go the traditional way. And I'm gonna give a couple websites to look for properties on. And then second, I'm going to give you a few property management companies I would recommend calling. And then lastly, if you're looking for new construction, some of the best ways to find properties right now are actually to contact the companies that are building brand new apartments. Because if you're gonna move here 3, 4, 5 months down the road, these property management companies that are just finishing up new apartment buildings downtown Eau Claire or surrounding areas, they're gonna have stuff available that's brand new, brand spanking new. And it's just a lot easier because they might have 5 units available instead of having to fight for 1 unit. So yeah, hopefully this you guys get value out of this video. Stay tuned if you want to know more.
Alrighty guys, I am gonna hop on my computer here. Sorry if this is blurry. My computer screen's actually cracked, so sometimes it shows up blurry. But anywho's, I'm going to screen share here, and what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through some of the first, some of the probably more obvious ways to find apartments in Eau Claire. Some of my favorite websites to go on are going to be apartments.com. It's my first place, and then searching Eau Claire, and you can see there's a map. And so here's one of the best ways to actually do your initial research is just coming on here and see what's out there. You could tell like some of these properties are new construction, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on. But you can see that some of these properties are just super nice, and you can kind of figure out what the price ranges are. So maybe this isn't the most efficient way to find a property, but obviously if they're advertising these properties, they are wanting to rent these out. Just kind of give a quick overview of the real estate market in Eau Claire. My friend, he actually has a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house in Eau Claire. He posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and he had over 50 messages within 24 hours on that property. So you can only imagine how many hits that each one of these are getting a day is just insane. Again, I've been told many, many, many times by people who are looking for apartments here because they get frustrated and they contact me about it because they're watching my YouTube videos. They're looking for anybody to help out. The best thing to do is to contact multiple property management companies, because what I've been told is that when people are reaching out to these management companies, they call them and they don't get a call back, or they request a tour or send them a message, they never hear back from them. That's because they're getting hundreds of messages a day, so it's impossible for them to reply back to everything. But you have to still do it. You still have to reach out to these places because you never know So that was my first one. It's just apartments.com. It's great for preliminary research and reaching out. Rentals.com. Each one of these websites are probably going to have a lot of the exact same, they're going to have a lot of the same properties posted on them because they just syndicate. When somebody lists a property up, you can see this is on that last website we were looking at. So yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a couple different websites so that you can keep a couple in your back pocket. And then that way you can do research on multiple platforms rather than just relying on the information off of one. And then another one, rent.com. Let's go log into here. By the way, I love Eau Claire, so I'm glad you're moving here. So yeah, rent.com. Yeah, you can see this was on the last website. So you're gonna have a lot of duplicate data points. So yeah, that's what I would recommend is just keeping an open mind. I gave you those 3 different websites to try just for starters. The other 2 websites I would try are going to be Facebook Marketplace. I know a lot of people post on Facebook Marketplace, but they don't post on rent.com or apartments.com or rentals.com. So make sure you go check out Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure if you're doing your research, you already know what Facebook Marketplace is. I'm not going to hop into that one just so I can keep this video somewhat short. The last one I'm going to do for you guys is Craigslist. Now, I understand not everybody likes Craigslist. It's kind of an outdated platform. However, if you're looking for an apartment, you can't find something, please at least just look at it. I mean, I've used this plenty of times. I used to use it a lot more. I feel like once they started over the past 5 years, Craigslist has just kind of gone downhill. So you can look for apartments/housing. Let's see here. So apartments, housing, this is probably going to be what you're more so looking at. So here you go. You can find, here's a college rental if you're looking to move here for college. My next thing that I would recommend is contacting property managers around Eau Claire. So when I get contacted from somebody off of YouTube or somebody calling me off of Google or a friend is reaching out to me and ask me for rental properties, you have to understand that I'm a real estate agent. And unfortunately here in Eau Claire, real estate agents, they can't represent a renter. So I know a lot of different areas around the country, it's very common for you to be able to reach out to an agent and for an agent to help you set you up in a rental search and start showing you rental properties. They don't have that. So a lot of the companies are more privately managed or they're managed by a property management company. And each one of those companies and or private owners either show their own properties or they're showing their company's properties. My second chunk of advice besides websites are just to go directly to property management companies. Reaching out to an individual who owns properties. They might have for example, I have 16 properties, but a property management company has hundreds of properties. So the chances of me having a vacancy or availability in one of my properties is very, very, very low. And the reason is because all my properties are renewed on an annual basis. And pretty much all my tenants have been in these properties for years. So I rarely have any turnover on my properties. Another thing is my property is actually managed by a property management company. And so I don't even take care of the filling of the leases anymore. I just direct people to a property management company because I don't have the time to manage those properties. Here's what I tell everybody, go to Google and Google property management companies in Eau Claire. In here, there's a bunch of property management companies. What I would do is make sure you research the reviews. So the 3 I would recommend are General Property Management. That's actually the company that my properties are managed by. And then another one I would recommend is Compass Real Estate. They have a great company here in Eau Claire. They have good reviews. They actually have a couple of really cool properties. For example, like this one's Half Moon Lake Apartments. You can't see it in this picture, but there's actually Half Moon Lake right next to Carson Park. So they actually have a couple of really cool apartments. And then third, I would recommend contacting Chippewa Valley Property Management. They're good. I know the owners and they're honest people. Make sure that you contact one of those 3 companies, and I don't have any financial reward depending on who you contact. So it doesn't really matter to me. So do your own research when it comes to that. There's a lot of C-class property management companies in Eau Claire. And yes, it is hard to get a hold of them. I'm just going to be straight up front. So when you try to call these companies, just know it will be difficult to contact them. That's why you need to talk to more than one. So my third recommendation for what you do if you're looking for a property in Eau Claire is going to be consider new construction. Why I would recommend considering new construction if I were you is because, like I said earlier, they don't only have one unit coming available. They have 12, 15, 20, 50 units. And there's a lot of new construction happening in Eau Claire right now. So I just had a friend, well, actually multiple friends who I keep contacting, have them contact a specific property management company. It's called Holstein, Holstin, property management company in Eau Claire, because they're building a bunch of new apartment buildings here in Eau Claire, and they're nice, they're affordable. I think they're like $1,100 a month, which a 2-bedroom apartment for $1,100 a month. If you're moving from anywhere in the country, that's probably very, very low, most likely, because Eau Claire market is fairly soft compared to the rest of the market, even though it seems expensive while you're here. Yes, with that being said, let's hop on the Googles again and let's see what we got. Okay, so Holstein Property Management. They have several new buildings coming up. I'm gonna see if I can find them on their website. Yeah, so here it is. Here's pictures right here. Yep, so here's one of the new construction buildings. So yeah, rent ranges from $995 to $1,375, depending on your amenities and all that stuff. If you have a cat, if you have a dog, animals. The nice thing is that they're pet friendly. For whatever reason, Eau Claire is very non-pet friendly. And so that's kind of frustrating. I allow pets in my properties because I don't see the point why not, especially you can charge a little bit more and just cover. So by the way, when you're paying $50 a month for a cat or a dog, that's just break even for me basically, because I have to replace the carpets more often, replace doors because they get scratched up or do more maintenance on them. And let's see here. So here's one of the companies I would recommend, Holstein. Look them up, give them a call. So another place that I would recommend is Property Minds. One of my friends owns this company, and they are constantly building new properties. You can see here, they do a really good job. They have some of the cooler apartments out there in cooler spots. So they're very well known for being the place you go to if you're a young professional moving to this area. They're a little bit more costly, but at the end of the day, you pay what you get. I mean, this place would be a really cool place to live, especially if you like more chill, relaxed environments. Cowboy Jack's is right down the road from here. A couple other cool restaurants in the area. Last but not least, Greenpoint Property Management. Greenpoint Properties, they are also building new as well. Well, yes. Anyway, Greenpoint would be the third. Actually, all three of these I'm not sure about Holstein, but Property Minds and Greenpoint also have their own construction crews. So they're constantly building new stuff. So hopefully this helps you guys out. So just to recap, I gave you 3 different ways to find properties. One is just going to websites like apartments.com, rentals.com, rent.com, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. That would be one bucket, a way to find properties. The second one is just to contact property management companies in Eau Claire. That would be the 3 I recommended, which General Property Management, Compass, and Triple Valley Property Management. Or just Google property managers in Eau Claire. The third way is going to be drive around town and find buildings that are being built brand new, figure out who the property management company and contact them. Hopefully this guy's helped. I know it's a tricky process. Trust me, it's worth it once you get in Eau Claire. The culture is amazing. The people here are amazing. And I don't know, I'm glad you're watching this. I'm glad you're thinking about moving to this area. I hope Eau Claire adds a lot of value to you, and I hope you bring a lot of value to Eau Claire. I love this place. And so if you guys are moving to this area, please reach out to me. Even if you are renting a property, I'd love to chat with you guys. Give me a call, shoot me a text message, comment on this video. And also, by the way, I got this video idea from somebody recommending that I make this. So if you guys have other videos that you want me to make, I am here to give value to you guys, and I'm making these videos on a weekly basis and pumping them out. So comment, like this video, please subscribe. Love you guys. I will see you guys. Peace out.